So while Wikipedia is pretty darn useful at telling us what games are on what system and how many games are on that system and everything all that, it's not exactly a complete list, and it probably never will be. Unfortunately, there is literally no site that tells us how many video games exist right now. However, somebody called Databaser on Pastebin is attempting to compile a list of every video game ever released. Not just console games or PC games, but every mobile and browser-based game as well. The current count on this Pastebin is, let me just scroll down, 43,800 odd games. I won't say exactly the exact number because it's just obviously going to increase over time, but that's ridiculous. 43,000 games. I've only got 1,800-ish. It's getting really close to 1,900 now, but still, I've got a long way to go. But then again, this includes every mobile and browser-based game as well, and that's a lot of games. I am really, really interested in this. I just came across it on Kotaku, and I had a look on the Pastebin. The link to the Pastebin will be in the description. You guys can check it out and see whether your favourite game's on there. And happy to report that, of course, Jade Cocoon is on there, which I'm very happy about. Mostly because Jade Cocoon's my favourite game of all time on the PlayStation 1 and was severely hated, but thankfully it's on there. Yay. It's got literally so many games. It's got games for the Commodore, for the ZX Spectrum, for the Macintosh, for the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation, Game Boy Color, Nintendo 64. It's got everything on there. The Apple II as well. Windows 3.1, of course. Amiga, DOS, iPad, iPhone, basically any game you can think of, chances are it'll be on that list. So I definitely recommend checking out this list and checking to see whether your favourite games, especially if they're obscure games that not even your friends have heard of, definitely check that out. Apparently he's getting a whole bunch of help from 4chan, which, hooray, 4chan's actually doing something that isn't actually destroying the internet. That'd be nice. Now what I'd actually like to see from this is a website actually emerge from all of this research. Because we need something like IMDb. Is it IMDb? I don't use it much. IMDb. Yes, IMDb. That's the one. Yeah, we need something like that for video games. Something to tell us which developers were working on it, which voice actors worked on it. I mean, Wikipedia is great for it and all. I love Wikipedia for it. Wikipedia is my number one source of information for most video games. But it doesn't always have all the information. I would love to have a website dedicated to this. A website dedicated to telling me every single game that's ever existed. Ever. And just a little bit of information about it, because a lot of Wikipedia is just stubs. Literally, not even that. Sometimes they don't even have a page. But if this video game list actually made it onto Wikipedia, for example, every game would have a page. Every single game would have a page. Except for there's a couple of duplicates on here, but they're actually physically different games. Like you've got 007 Nightfire. You all know Nightfire from PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube. But there's also another game called 007 Nightfire, which came out the following year on the Game Boy Advance, which is obviously a different game. They're not going to put that amazing 3D quirky little 007 Nightfire game on the Game Boy Advance, so it's obviously a different game. And of course, one came out for Macintosh and Windows, which is a little bit different. So, yep, there's a lot of awesome games on this list. I'm very, very... I love this list. In fact, I'm probably going to save it myself and just use it as a little, I don't know, just something to put on my computer because I hoard things. But either way, this is a really fantastic find. Big shout out to Databaser for actually doing this. I have no idea who you are, Mr. Anonymous Internet Guy. But thank you for making this list, and do not stop working on it. Do not stop. Again, I would really like someone to make a website of this, so please do it. Please. And I'll see you guys next time, guys. Take care.